Magical Elevator 1111.
Bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Wow.
Welcome to 1111.
It sounds like we practiced
We
that.
did it. Conversations with Jen and Mal.
Let me get our anchor family on so they don't miss the good stuff, because we're very excited today.
We are so
we get
excited.
Some companionship on the show.
We have a special guest this morning. Welcome to 1111 Conversations
Not only
with Jen
is
and Mal.
he special, but he's a game changer, baby.
That's right. And
so let me see. Where are you, Anchor? Where
are
you? Oh, there you are. Actually, our guest turned us on to Anchor.
yes, he did.
So it's his fault.
We can't wait to
that-
introduce you to our special
Good
guest today.
morning, Anchor family. Here we are. Hopefully, nobody will call me and interrupt the recording, because that's what's been happening. All of a sudden, somebody calls and it shuts off.
Yes, buenos días. Bienvenidos al 1111, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico. Let's get into our magical elevator. Everybody jump in as we go up to our magical 11th floor.
Sounds like
so
you're
we
calling
can
cattles.
That's right, baby. It's called the spiritual cattle. We're gonna go and we're coming up into our 11th floor to have the best spiritual party ever. And that is our goal, and that is our commitment to you, for us to meet every day for 45 minutes to an hour of power and raise each other up and
How
let
are
each
we
other
going to
know
keep
that
this
we are
short today?
together.
How are we going to keep it short with our guests?
I don't know.
How?
Hey, we're all producers, so I think we can do it. But maybe we can go a little longer.
I told him that we were going to work out right after, and I think he's going to make it longer so he can avoid working out. with me.
Why? You really think so? I want to work out too, even though I did my makeup. And after I do my makeup, I feel like I got to just stay like this all day.
Actually, don't you have teeth cleaning today at 2?
Oh, I do. I'm going to the dentist at 2. I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have her schedule.
TMI. This is great.
I'm the one that reminds her of things. See,
Yes.
she had already forgotten about it.
No, I had not forgotten.
Where
but
is your 1111 cup?
my love?
That's not part of the setting.
I love it when you're like laughing at jokes. I think you're.
So
Did
this
you go
week,
into daddy mode right now?
this week, I was listening to Bob Proctor. I was listening to
Yes, we were.
and we've been talking to you about laughter, right? The
Mhm.
best medicine. So after I do all my meditation stuff, I look for comedians,
Yeah.
and I'll put in, and
Yeah. He shared.
I had
something
to
with me
share
this
it with
morning.
Jen.
It's
I
really
go,
funny.
because I just want to be start my day with laughter.
Yep.
You know,
Yep,
I've done my gratitude. I've done my abundance with Mr. Bob Proctor, and then I want to feed my body, my nervous system with laughter.
Exactly.
So I've been finding some really amazing comedian clips.
Exactly.
They're
And
like
of course,
3 minutes long.
And all the jokes are about relationships.
Marriage,
You know.
wives, and this one was about mothers who think that they have the hardest job in the world, and the way this guy puts it out is hilarious.
That's funny.
So Jen was, what are you doing?
Did we put these on again? You were actually turning me on when I saw you with them this morning.
Hello. Now the show's getting a little bit more
Now
interesting.
we look
Now
like the sexy glass couple.
the problem is that these are for reading. The problem is,
So are you can't see anymore?
it's a little bit,
I'm just kidding, baby.
I can
You
see.
can take them off. You can take them off.
I'm
Do you
just
have
saying.
But
You know what? I actually like this glass. I might just.
wait. You have your contacts
Yes.
on. Oh.
But these are for reading.
Oh, okay. All right. But your contacts are not for reading?
They are for reading, but this is for close.
Okay.
He
I'm
said,
confused.
"Get reading
He's
glasses."
got contacts, and then he put the glasses on.
No. Because he said you might need a little help for reading.
Oh, got it. Yes,
He
I know
said you
need
can
a
use
little
your
help
wipes.
sometimes.
But the other day I was at Big
We've been
Lots.
there.
Check this out. I was at
Super
Big Lots.
cute, right?
I was at Big Lots. We were looking for some Halloween stuff for our kid.
Yes.
For Juliana. And she goes,
To
Dad, I
decorate
really
that.
miss your glasses. I think I found a pair.
Yes.
And I'm like, really? Come with me.
She took it upon herself to
She
go to the
took-
rack, to the glasses rack.
And she picked these out
And
for
she
me.
picked those out.
She asked me to put them on. She goes, those are your new glasses.
Right. And we totally miss his glasses,
Look.
right? Don't you guys miss his glasses?
My daughter picked these out. $12.
So cute. So now we're
For rating. Hey, listen,
right.
within my budget.
Hey.
Within my budget,
Yeah,
baby.
he loves
there ain't nothing
$12.
wrong with wearing $12
12
glasses.
pair of glasses.
If you want to pay $500-$600 for glasses that you might lose, ahí te dejo.
Ay, Dios mío. All right,
Look,
Juliana has
Allison
good
said-
taste. Yes, she does. Absolutely. Pues sí, buenos días, buenos días.
But I don't know. The fact that I'm turning my wife on, I might want to keep him on for the
Oh, that
entire
is
show.
hilarious.
After the show is done,
I
I'm
got
going to have
so-
to tell our guests, you might
Yes.
have to skip out early.
I got so excited about our guest today that I don't think I turned on Instagram.
You've been turning me on.
Let me do this again. Take 2. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Oh, yeah.
It's
I wasn't.
really interesting how
So
having
exciting.
just one person looking at us right now, because he's looking at us, makes the show like we have an audience.
That is so true. Wait a minute.
Like there's an audience. And it feels so cool.
It feels so
And this is
cool.
how it would feel if
Totally.
we had the show with an audience.
I know.
Because then it would become interactive with the audience members.
Mamma
Wouldn't it?
mia.
I mean,
I know.
it's like the comments coming in, but they're there.
Here it is, live. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
You excited me, and I forgot how to turn on live today.
Well, I'm glad you excited her because
I'm so excited today.
I'm
Welcome,
so
welcome.
excited.
And I just can't hide it.
We're about to lose control and we think like it.
We think we like it, yes. So, Instagram family, we are starting a little late. I thought we were on. I got so excited that we're having a guest today.
We started on time.
We did. But let
But
me
you got overexcited.
I
with our-
didn't turn on the live on correctly on Instagram. So the whole time I'm thinking Instagram is on, and it wasn't on because I got super excited. So here we are, and take 2. Now we are on. We got Patty in the house for Instagram.
Patty,
We
get
have a
up.
very special guest today, and let's get our
What is
angel
it?
cards.
The cell phone is almost blocking you. Oh,
Your cell phone is almost
it's
blocking. Where?
Yeah, she said that your camera was right here.
Oh,
you're
got it.
blocking yourself.
Got
I mean,
it.
you're an actress. You know how to.
Got it.
find your camera,
Oye,
find your camera.
oye. Slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Wait a
I
minute.
think the comedian.
Oh, son, you went from Venezuelan to Puerto Rican.
Because you know,
Oh, son, you
I'm
went
Caribbean.
from Venezuelan to Puerto Rican. Oh, yeah.
Búscame que me vas a encontrar. Búscame que me vas a encontrar.
What?
Mendoza.
Oh, my God. Yesterday, I was
All right,
laughing
let's keep it high vibration here. 11:11 conversations with Jen and Mel, and let's start with our angel cards. Okay,
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Can we see him? Can we see him? Anchor family, we're about to take the
Deep
card
breath,
out. Here we
and-
go. And ho!
Divine
timing.
Divine
All in
timing.
divine timing.
That's right. Divine timing.
I think our guest is
love
going
it.
to have to pick a card when he comes and sits.
Absolutely.
I think he's gonna,
absolutely.
I think he,
Yeah.
he's going to get to choose his
Yeah.
own card, baby, with his own hand.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, here
now
we
it's
go.
my
That's
turn.
my turn. Fairies,
My
fairies,
turn.
my
Are you
favorite.
hot, or is it just?
I am hot. Thank you so much. Thanks for
See,
noticing.
That's funny. That's
Thank
comedy.
you for noticing.
See, that's comedy, ladies and gentlemen. That's
I'm super excited.
That's why I fell in love with her. There's a joke that she tells.
Oh yeah.
Cuando me das por esta curva. She got me right there. Because honestly, she was telling me the joke when we first met, and I did not really think she was going to be funny. Honestly, I was
Right.
like,
Well, because that's what they say,
where's
right?
this
Like
gonna
pretty
go?
girls can't be funny.
where
That's
is
such
this
a big
gonna
lie.
go? Oh my God.
And
She
yes,
got
I'm
me
modest
so
too.
good that from that moment on, I fell in love. And this morning, I can't share what she did, but she had the whole family laughing.
All right.
and we won't go past that.
And we're just practicing for when we are going to go to Europe. You
All right,
know,
here we go.
when we're going to go to the nudist beach in Europe.
She went there. Guys, I didn't say anything.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the beauty of our birthday suit. Okay, and here we are. Oh, I got 2 cards.
No,
I got
you love doing
trust. Trust your intuition
in quiet time.
and quiet time. You know, I had quiet time this morning, and I used to be scared of quiet time.
Yes,
I
she
didn't
was.
like quiet time.
No, she didn't.
And quiet time
She would
now
find it
is
weird when I
sacred.
wanted my quiet time. She's
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I like quiet time.
Yeah. There's nudist beaches in Cali too. Shut up, Allie.
You know what?
Where?
I have to say that if you take me to a nudist beach, I don't know what's going to happen to my body.
I just want you to know today
I
is
wouldn't be
Wisdom
able to do it.
Wednesday, and we can get a little wacky too.
Yeah.
So Wacky Wednesday is good.
I know that I'm easily aroused, so
Oh my
I
God!
would not.
No, you wouldn't. No, you did not go there.
Yeah,
No,
she's talking
That's-
about nudist beaches.
baby, believe me.
I would not.
That is the
what I'm
last
saying
thing.
to you as your husband is, I would not want to go and
You
put
would be
myself in a
laughing.
situation where things might be not in my control.
Oh my goodness. All righty. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. All right, here we go.
All right.
All right,
Let's get back to trust your intuition.
let's read. All righty, here we go. All right.
So
Let's go.
What card were we with? Okay.
This
is trust your intuition, quiet time.
divine timing.
Divine time.
Divine timing, because I want to bring our guest in the next 5 minutes. So let's read this.
All right.
I'm so excited. D.
Divine
Divine
guidance.
timing. Timing? Oh, yes, timing. Pay attention to doors that are opening and shutting for you right now. Walk through the doors that open and learn from the doors that shut. Your prayers are being answered. There is no doubt about that. However, everything operates according to the universal law of divine timing. This means that certain pieces of the puzzle must first fall into place so that other parts can come to fruition. If you try to skip or rush certain pieces or parts, the whole plan will lack a solid foundation. Don't try to force open any doors that appear closed. Just don't. Don't try to force open any doors that appear closed to you. Instead, ask your angels for guidance to see if the door closed because of negative expectations or if it's simply a sign of divine timing. Look for other doors that do open and walk through them with faith and gratitude. Amen to that.
I love that. I mean, as actors, and really as actors, not so much as producers, but as actors, that is the one thing that we have to learn to really it's a strategy for the rest of our lives to look at this career as, as this journey, because it's going to have its ups and downs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to learn to navigate our egos, right? To learn how to navigate our egos through this. It's all in divine timing. It really is. Blind faith.
Blind faith. Absolutely. And it's just about practicing acceptance of what is unfolding and trusting that life is happening for you, not to you. So if a door closes, don't stand there like who moved my cheese? I'm sure if you haven't read that book,
if you haven't looked at it, check it out. It's
just go, okay, that door closed. All right, I know. Just keep walking.
What's the lesson
Moving
there?
along, learn from what you had to learn, and trust that your guiding angels are taking you where you are going to be welcomed. And a lot of times you are the one closing that door and you don't realize it. So you might then become aware of because the secret is to take full responsibility of your life. Not, they closed the door on me. Ooh, wow, poor me. No. guess what? The power is to really take full responsibility of that door closing and going, you know what? What was my part in this? What was my lesson? Did I self-sabotage? What was it? Right? And I can't wait to bring our guest in so that he can give us his 2 cents on that. Okay, so quiet time. You need some quiet. Okay, you need some time alone, away from other people and environmental noises. Even a brief respite. Yeah,
that's correct.
Would be extremely rejuvenating for you. Sometimes we're not even cognizant of the detrimental impact of stress in our life. We become so accustomed to living in an uproar that we're not aware that our body is telling us that it's on overload.
Boom.
The symptoms include illnesses, unusual fatigue, depression, anxiety, appetite and weight issues, addictions, sleep disorders, irritability, and a desire to withdraw from life. So by drawing this card, you are being asked to honor your body and soul by spending some quiet time alone as soon as it's possible. This might mean going on a silent retreat, spending the day at a lake, at the beach, or in the mountains, taking a hike, or visiting a day at the spa. Oh, I like the spa. I miss the spa.
Just like a woman. She went to the spa.
The spa.
They said the ocean. They said the park. She went to the spa.
Totally.
Nothing wrong with the
women.
Spa. I actually miss
my sisters. Tell me the spa is the best or what?
I miss my massages.
Okay. You could even turn off your phone, put a do not disturb sign on your door, and take an afternoon nap, a long bubble bath, or read your favorite book. Regardless of the form that your quiet time takes, the fairies just ask that you keep this promise to yourself without delay. Affirmation for today. Write it down. I now give myself permission to be silent within and without. My mind is quiet, and I ask my own company, and I enjoy my own company.
I love how much Jennifer has grown since I've met her in that aspect of her life.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my naps. I am a firm believer, middle of my day, I'll unplug from my day. I really, even if I'm on set, even if I'm working on as a producer, if there's a lunch hour, my lunch hour, I won't eat. I will go in and take a rest because I really, for me, it recharges me. All of a sudden, like I'm up again and like I'm ready. Like yesterday, I took my nap, got up, boom, came out an hour and a half, and I did an incredible workout. I felt. Did you not see me? All of a sudden, I felt energized.
Absolutely. And the thing is that it's all culture, right? It's all how you were raised. And he was raised with a nap.
Cartagena,
I wasn't.
Noontime,
I was raised here in the States.
Shut everything.
It's
just
go.
It's. I mean, everybody knows siesta time exists in all over Latin America.
And Europe.
It's part of our culture. And I'm telling you, now I'm not discounting any other culture, but if you go to Latin America, you realize why people are so much happier.
Well, they take the time Europe to rest as well, and they definitely take time to rest. And
exactly.
They do the siesta.
There's a different enjoyment of life.
It's not looked down
like you're
upon.
Exactly. In the United States, it's a go. If you're not going, then you're not doing enough. I have never bought into that system because I know that when I've gone go, I get in the middle of the week and I'm like, I feel completely and utterly empty. I'm not working at my best. Mm-hmm. I know when I work at my best, which is really early in the morning, which is why I get up and I learn my lines and I put myself on tape in the morning.
Yes.
Or at night after I take my siesta, I'll get up and that's when I work the best. But why don't we bring on and have him share?
And have him read the last card. Trust your intuition. I am so excited, grateful, and honored to have this beautiful soul in our show 11/11 on this awesome day in October. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
The one and
only
David Fernandez Jr.
I love it. We here, baby.
We
Yes.
absolutely love this guy. For you who don't know how we met in this movie.
Yes.
Called Confessions of a Gangster,
which is
aka
exactly where you and I
fell in love. And
Yes.
we fell in love doing this movie. We fell in love with you too.
Yes.
And it's interesting what happens through this career is that sometimes you do projects and you really just walk away and you don't make any friends. This project
has brought us like the closest friends.
Some of the closest friends we've ever. Alvaro Orlando.
Yes.
And David. Some of the closest friends they're like soul brothers.
Absolutely. And we're on the same path. We're on the same spiritual path. And it's just so beautiful to see.
And we do have to thank Kenneth Castillo for bringing us all together.
Gonzalo Gonzalez.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Gonzalo Gonzalez.
All right. Give it up. All right, so welcome, Mr. David. You have been up to so many awesome things. I can't wait for you to share with our community.
We've been sharing a lot of about David through the show. He's got his app, Earn Your Life. You've always been on that path of helping and empowering young adults. So I know you've also gone around the country and done speaking engagements. You're always been, since I've known you, man, you've been like this beacon and light, right? And we're both so alike in so many ways because we enjoy laughter, right? We just get into our thing and then we just get into this laughter. We just want to laugh and enjoy each other. And that we know that through this, we also want to help people.
Exactly.
And it's the same with Jennifer.
All right. So give a shout out to Pammy. We've got Pamela and Raul in the house.
Pammy!
All righty. Okay, great. So let's finish reading this. Trust your intuition.
Do you need my glasses?
No, I'm good. I wouldn't wear them right now. Here we go.
See, ladies and gentlemen, how small this is. It's not an act.
It really is small. Has your inner guidance been trying to get your attention lately? Perhaps the gut feeling is tugging at you like a seeing eye dog. An inner voice has been screaming at you, or you've had dreams charged with profound emotions and symbolism lately. By drawing this card, you're being urged to pay careful attention to these various forms of intuition. Now is not the time to ignore these messages or procrastinate. Trust his inner wisdom, just as you would if it came from a respected teacher. Know that you aren't imagining the guidance. It's powerful and repetitive, and a repetitive voice is a sign that you are truly getting clear and trustworthy messages that are worth following. The affirmation is, I trust and follow my feelings and thoughts without question or delay.
All right. I love it. I love it.
It's
I
amazing.
love it. So
I love your shirt, brother.
Thank you.
I know that is so beautiful.
I really do. And you are that. You are that change, you know?
So tell us.
He drove from San Diego, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, he you got your headshots done, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Great photographer. Yeah, like I really had a good time. I think I got some good shots.
I love
and
it.
Even in that, we have to get into this space, right?
Yeah.
Headshots, ladies and gentlemen, are the most, if you have never taken a headshot, it can be very uncomfortable because you're really facing yourself. These are your shots of your face. So you got to learn how to be comfortable. I'm talking about self-talk, loving yourself, where you are, how you are, what you look like is so, I mean, we tell our students this because they were saying that they have never, one of our students was saying, oh my God, it was so hard at the beginning because I don't think I look good with other people taking pictures of me, but I take pictures of me and they look good.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
So tell us, what do you think about divine timing, quiet time, and trust your intuition? And just tell us a little bit about your journey and the things that you've been growing through. Instead of going through, I Wow, I
that.
just came up with that.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
like that.
I don't know if
I
I,
like
heard
that.
it anywhere, but this is where, what have you been growing through?
Yeah.
I like that.
I
You
like that
know,
too.
so take that on.
I like that, baby. I do.
I like that a lot too. Honestly, these last 2 months have been crazy. I've been put through the ringer. I've dealt with for the first time, I dealt with like a huge panic attack and been dealing with anxiety. And I think the lessons that I've been learning as I go through these 2 months has been, first of all, I gotta celebrate the wins and
right.
thank myself and be proud of myself for facing the fears, like walking towards the unknown and it's crazy. And I'll share one experience, a short experience, but I wasn't, feeling good at nighttime, and it's usually at nighttime. My anxiety shows up as like, I can't take a full deep breath. So I had gone through this experience the night before where I closed my eyes and I went into my heart, and I saw this like room, this like dark room with the little child across the room. And that little child was me. It was like my 5-year-old self. And he was full of fear and like just scared, right? And I tried to, like, for whatever reason, go to him, and he was just too scared. So somehow I like created like another 5-year-old version of myself, like that was me, but in a 5-year-old body. And I told him to go hug him. The minute he went to go hug him, all of a sudden I started getting the flashbacks of all the trauma that I've been through in my life. And after I was getting these vivid flashbacks, what came up for me was forgiveness. And I just started saying forgiveness, and I'm crying uncontrollably, right?
Yes.
And, it was like healing for me. And that prepared me for the next day, which was once again at nighttime. See, I can distract myself, go golfing, do all kinds of things, but the quiet time that you were talking about,
yes,
I can't run from myself. Like I have to face myself, right?
Exactly.
So I did that the next day. Long story short, what I experienced was, okay, I questioned myself, okay, why is the anxiety showing up in my chest? Why can't I take a deep breath? Where did that come from? I already knew. When I was 21, I lost a son, held him dead in my hands. I was talking to him. When I said his name, he tried to take a deep breath. He passed away because his lungs weren't developed. So the next day I can't breathe. I like absorbed that, right?
Right.
So then I said, there's one thing that Bob Proctor said. We listen to the same people, and I love it. Bob Proctor says, the cave that you're afraid to enter holds a treasure that you seek. That showed up for me right when I was questioning, right? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go back there. I'm going to face whatever I've been running from.
Yes.
And I'm going to go back to that room, that little hospital room where I held my son. I went there, and all of a sudden I had this like epiphany, awakening, like the veil had been lifted, that when I was talking to him at 21 years old, I wasn't talking to him.
You're talking to
I
yourself.
was talking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've done, love, it's always projection, right? So I was putting out what I needed, but it took me like 111 years to like be ready or open enough to listen to myself.
Exactly.
And that's exactly where I'm at. So during these 2 months, I unburied the I'm not good enough program, which has been huge in my family and my family's generation.
Yes.
And through the unburying of that I'm not good enough, all of a sudden my little child in me started showing up, that little boy. And during those times I've done work where I tell him that he's safe, that he's not a bad little boy, because I showed up like that in a lot of ways in my life. And so that's it, is that I'm barely learning how to love myself right now in this stage of my life.
My God, my brother.
Yeah. That's
I feel,
the big piece.
I'm resonating with your story so much, because it's about learning how to love ourselves, and that's exactly what this time has done for me. It's learning to self-soothe, to self-care, to really just have that resilience. I've always had that resilience, because I've always been a warrior, but I've depended on others to make me feel loved or to make me feel good enough. Right. And so during this time, it has definitely been that self-discovery of, it's okay to love yourself, to take care of you, and to really forgive yourself and love yourself. You are enough.
Goes back to that putting
Yeah.
the mask on first. on
Exactly,
yourself
exactly.
And giving
And-
yourself
and-
that oxygen.
And the DP in me is having like moments right now. I would love for you to come in, and then us just looking over there. That way we don't lose you, and we're looking at David as he's speaking, and then our
I just need to
audience
look
is
at
able
David.
to see
He's
it.
so damn handsome.
Well, you
I
definitely
gotta
see
look at
him
him.
virtually.
So one of the things I
You
want to
know,
say,
buenos dias,
One-
madre. Let's give some shout outs.
All right.
Mukesh Kumar. And
Mukesh.
if the door closes, call the freaking locksmith.
Hey, that's actually not even.
That's a good idea.
That's actually because some
It's
people
finding a
want to
solution.
keep that door closed. They sometimes they don't know what they don't know, and
Mhm.
it's so close that you need to call it to yourself and open that door. Give yourself the permission to heal your life,
Yeah.
because we can heal our life, and that's what I love about one of the things that I've loved about David as long as I've known him.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time you see David walk into a room, he's this beacon of light. He is this guy that everybody adores, loves. And
Well,
I'll
look
tell-
at him. He's so lovable.
And I'll tell you, I
I
remember he invited us. He did. I've always known this about David, right? But we went to an event in San Diego of a movie that he produced and acted in. Also wrote it,
No, not wrote it, directed it.
directed it.
The heck was I thinking?
And and when
That's
I
what we
walked
do.
in
That's what we
and
do.
I saw the mass of people coming to see this movie,
Yeah, it was
you
so
could feel
impressive,
the love
and
in the
support
air.
in the family,
the support that he has, it's only built out of love, ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
And I know that all those people were there not to be on that red carpet. They were there because they love David. There's a lot of people that show up because they want to take pictures on the red carpet. And let's be real.
Mhm.
But people were there. We showed up because we love David.
Yeah,
We didn't show up to get on a red carpet. We knew
I wanted to ride the
First-
lowriders.
that was pretty fun. We didn't know we were having that. Did we know when we got there?
No.
You called me. Hey, I got this thing going.
Said-
But one of the things that I really, we were there because also, this was his first producing thing. So we know we were there. We know the amount of work and also how close this was to his heart. And
Mhm.
I'll never forget that evening.
Yeah, no, and it's
I
a
will
beautiful
never
journey that
forget.
we've definitely been on for the last 11 years, seeing each other grow as artists and as human beings and, as parents. And, we just learned about your son. And so
I know, I've known about-
I didn't.
I knew,
You
but
know,
we've never gotten into a
Being
personal
able to
discussion
share
around it.
something so close to your heart and so intimate is the sign of being ready to heal. And we're on that same path, with my story. And so I'm so excited to be able to share this, just this moment and this life with you, because it's so evident that, right? What do we do in 11:11? We raise our vibration and we raise our frequency so that we can attract like-minded individuals, and we support one another, and we can manifest what we want in our lives, right? And so whoever is here with us right now is because we are on the same path. We are our 7 power people community, and that really warms my heart. And it just is something that my inner knowingness is saying, you're on the right path, keep going, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many anxious moments that we might have, because we all have had it, and all of you have had anxious moments through this 2020, year. It's been a growing year for everyone, whether you want to admit it or not. It's a blessing to just go through those growing pains,
Well,
Go
and
ahead.
have that
please.
community.
They've heard
I
enough
just
from
want to
you.
kind of share with what piggyback on what Jennifer is saying right now. For anybody that experience anxiety or panic attacks or fear in many different forms, like, I'm here to tell you, I'm still here.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna be okay. And I think that our bodies will always show us what we need to look at, what we need to work on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. Is that it'll let us know. And I'm telling you, the minute that you embrace it, the minute that you hug it, you hold its hand,
Yep.
and you walk towards it, it'll dissipate. It'll
Mhm.
melt away. It's just the resistance is what keeps you prisoner and what keeps you
Yep.
like, the illusion of you trying to control it or trying to control your life. It's going to just escalate it and make it worse. And so I'm saying that there's so many people out there, so much information, and to be a seeker of knowledge, because what I've learned and how I learned it through Bob Proctor is when you're in that darkness, you can't see. And our mind is wired and is here to keep us safe, in the illusion of safety, meaning that it's a supercomputer. So it's going to pick out all the negative possible scenarios all the time. It's an expert and a pro at what it does.
Mhm.
So what we have to do is drop down to our hearts and surrender.
Yep.
And we are not the mind. You know what I'm saying? We're
Right.
the spirit.
That's right.
So the spirit ultimately could guide this. We just have to drop down to our hearts.
That's right.
And I
That's
think
right.
what you-
Pamela says, I love you, David. You touched me profoundly.
I love you too. I love you too. You're not
Absolutely.
alone. We got you. Let's do this together.
I'll tell you, David and I, we discuss a lot about anxiety because I faced anxiety, and I'm speaking right now to the men, right?
Yeah.
Men have a hard time really opening up and sharing because they feel like they're men and they shouldn't have these feelings. And actually, it makes you more of a man to really get in touch with your own humanity, your own heart, and allow yourself
Mhm.
to heal. And we come from Latin cultures,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The Latin culture is this macho thing
Mhm.
that
The
that
pride,
we can't let people see us cry. I would challenge every man on today to allow your little boy to come out, allow yourself to heal. We're here.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Mm-mm.
I'm not afraid anymore of what because it's that what are people going to think
Yeah.
syndrome,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
what
that's
are
a big
people
one.
going to think?
That's a big
what
one.
do
You know?
think? Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we're both actors. We're both in the industry. We talk a lot about this. It's not just here. It's one of the ways I serve in my life is talking about my anxiety,
Yeah.
because if I can change one person's life
Absolutely.
around what I went through and save them time,
That's right.
and I know you're doing that
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
and I know
Mhm.
you're doing that through our
Mhm.
conversations. It's really, really important.
Yeah.
This is something that I think is worldwide, right?
Mhm.
And it's very simple, but it gets so complex and so compounded. Okay. The minute that we're not our authentic selves, the minute that we don't speak our truth or share our vulnerability or whatever the case may be, it slowly but surely turns into our own reality, our own world. And when we're not seen, loved, and celebrated in all of it, then we feel alone, disconnected, or like no one really knows the real us. I speak to kids all over the country. I've been doing it for years. And I always ask this question, right? And for me, it's a way of loving them and kind of showing a mirror reflection back to them, right? And once I set the tone and I gained their trust, I asked everybody in that audience, whether it's 500 to 3,500 all school assemblies, I ask them, raise your hand if you're being honest with yourself. Don't worry about the people around you. If you've ever felt alone, disconnected, or like no one really knows the real you.
Mhm.
98 to 99% of the people raise their hands all the time, including staff members.
Yep.
And then I hit them with the uppercut. Keep your hands raised. Look around the whole,
The whole room.
auditorium or whatever. And while they're doing that, then I hit them with the uppercut. Why is it that we're all feeling alone, disconnected, or like no one really knows the real us when all we are is surrounded by people? At home, at school, at church, and our work, and our, anywhere, wherever we go, we're surrounded by people, but we're all feeling the same thing. Every time I do an assembly, it's the same thing, the same result. Why is that? We're not given the tools to be us. However it's set up, it's not set up for self-love. It's not set up to be our authentic selves. And that needs to change because we're drowning, because the suicide rate is through the roof, depression. I mean, there's people taking antidepressants, they're still depressed. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Right.
It's because we're not going in the
deep.
heart.
You're not going in the heart, and you're not going deep, and you're staying in
Get those damn flies.
in
Yeah.
judgment. When we stay in judgment of
Mm.
ourselves
Mm.
and of others, that's when we feel separate and when we feel lonely.
Mhm.
So the minute that you let go of all of that and you go into your heart and into your gratitude, which we're going to do our meditation in a minute now, that's when you realize you become aware that you are whole, perfect, and complete just the way you are, right? And our birthright is to be ourselves and to be our authentic selves and to just be the love that we all feel and want and yearn for. Just give it to yourself and imagine a world, everyone loving themselves first and then loving each other. Like it's just like with no judgment.
Well, I love
right? Or
listening
preconceptions of how it should be.
the Bob Proctor
Yeah.
video
Pamela
that you,
says,
Yeah.
fuck what they think.
absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Buen día a tu invitado, dice mi mamá. Buenos días, madre. Say hi to my mom in Mexico. Nuestro amigo David, que estuvo en la película que
The
hicimos en
Confessions of a
México.
Gangster.
Y pues sí, estamos hablando de ansiedad, de pues cómo dejar ir esa ansiedad y cómo uno tiene que quererse uno mismo primero, uno tiene que estar bien presente en su corazón y no estar en la mente, porque la mente es una computadora y es una computadora que está hecha para ver qué falta, cuál es el peligro, qué es lo que está mal.
Sobrevivir.
Para sobrevivir. Y es una mente muy anticuada. Entonces, en el corazón es donde uno tiene que vivir amándose uno primero y perdonándose y siendo su ser auténtico.
Well, I wanted to share one of the aha moments that I had from Bob Proctor, the one that you
Be
sent.
the love that you are. Absolutely.
He
Patty.
talks about, the terror and the anxiety and depression and how from 1 to 5 years old, we have imagination.
Mhm.
We're children. So we think everything is possible. We think we're unbreakable. That's why children can go up onto a tree. They don't see the danger of falling down and maybe breaking a leg. It's the parent who goes, "Oh, careful over there,"
Then
right? Because the fear is
conditioned.
you're starting to condition them right away with something's wrong, right?
Mhm.
So it was such an interesting way is that once we go inside the system of the preschool and the elementary, all of a sudden something switches for the child. Now they start getting other people's perceptions of life and other people's limitations in life. And the school system has been set up that way because they don't know. They don't know what they don't know, right? And a lot of the people that create these school systems haven't done the work. So they don't know. They just go, "Oh, well, we're going to give them all the academia. This is what it's going to help them get into a good college." But nobody, that's what I said, we always talk about is, can you imagine if this cognitive behavioral therapy was implemented as a class where, like science, they're taught about
the growth mindset,
the brain, how we think, how our brains are wired, and bring all these different people to give them the perceptions that we have taken on for the past, how many years have we all been? I mean, I've been going through therapy and cognitive and all that for years.
Me, all my life.
So we didn't just get here, open the show 11:11 and knew all this, right? We've become students of life because I know him. He's like, hell, I'm gonna be suffering from anxiety the rest of my life, and I say the same thing. Hell, I ain't gonna be suffering from this.
And I'm very proud of both of you as men and as
I love you,
and as your wife. I've seen your growth. I met this man. He was an agnostic, like whatever. I'm like, what is that? And
that's
you
fear,
have that,
ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly, and
that's just fear. That is going. That's about.
Allow me to give you the compliment.
Thank you, my love.
Accept the compliment right now.
I accepted my love. Oh my God. Oof.
Thank you.
So I'm feeling the love.
So Pammy, Allie says that we're not on Facebook, but we are, my love. I totally see Pammy and Raul. They're on Facebook, and Mukesh.
Yeah.
They are on my Jennifer Barons Mendoza Facebook, and I've been reading their comments. So it's definitely
So
not
good.
on the
It's-
restream.
It turns on.
So I don't know. I know we haven't figured that out, but thank you for letting us know. Welcome, Nikki. Welcome, Matt. Welcome,
Yeah,
Fred.
baby. Thank you so much for joining
we are
the
so
family.
excited to have you on Instagram. Claire, Marin, yes, so many people are so scared to ask for help and to admit that they go to therapy. It has helped me so much.
There
Claire,
is
yes, absolutely beautiful. You know, we all need to be coached. You know, therapy is just, it's just another word for coaching, right? And that's what our mentor Tony Robbins always says. He's like, you know, therapy has this like negative connotation. It's like, why? But so that's why the word coaching came about, and I believe he's the one who like changed that.
Well, the thing is, again, it all comes therapy
because of
and everything.
conditioning.
We've been conditioned to think
that if
that
you're
all
going
of
to
this
therapy,
is-
something's wrong with you.
something's wrong with your psychotherapy. Oh, you must see, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, they're
listen,
going to the Looney Boon, the
I
Looney
know
Tune, or whatever.
that I can step into the place of like a Robin Williams or the gentleman who, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. He had the show on Bravo, cooking show that just.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name.
Bourdain.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right. How
Anthony.
everybody's like, oh my God, but they have everything anybody could ever want. No, they don't.
But they didn't have fulfillment.
They didn't have fulfillment. They didn't have
Because-
peace.
That's it.
Right.
Right. And they were doing alcohol and drugs. And so that amplifies whatever you're going through, because the coming down from it is even worse.
Right.
Why? Because I've been there. I know,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to have a couple of drinks. And all of a sudden the next day I'm like, oh my God, I feel worse.
Yeah.
Right.
Which-
Exactly.
what-
And
Well, I
it's
knew-
a depressant too.
It
Right?
is.
It is.
It makes it's like you started here and then you drink a couple hours and you end up here.
Right.
it just keeps going
Absolutely.
down.
Exactly. It's a downward spiral.
So, David, which card deck do you want to pull from? Do you want the fairy cards or the angel cards?
Angel cards.
All right.
He said, I have to go, but I want to watch this later and hear more from you guys. Please
Absolutely.
do.
Go
If-
to our YouTube channel, beautiful girl,
And-
True Form Films, 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mao, and subscribe, and you can see all of our shows there,
And-
also our Facebook. Because Instagram has it, but not the comments. It doesn't keep the comments, I don't think. But definitely,
And,
it's so nice to see you.
You know, out of all the
And
conversations
kiss
that
your
we have,
beautiful girl for me.
they all have something, great about it. But if you hear anything today that you think somebody else needs to hear,
Please share.
please share.
Yes, please
Absolutely.
share.
Because
share.
we know that this
Um,
pandemic is, I
It
mean,
has
nobody's
gotten-
talking.
we all need
know.
more coaching than ever.
Yeah.
And we all need each other more than ever. And that's exactly what 1111 is. It's a community where we come together and just, let each other know, like, just, I got you. We're here. We
Yeah,
got
we're like this. Here,
we're
push.
here. Let's
And
do it.
who? Put your
Let's
hand.
go.
Who?
Boom,
Who?
boom, boom.
And
Estamos en esto
we're
juntos.
two.
Boom. Esta es una comunidad
I love it.
de apoyo, de amor incondicional y de esa conexión espiritual, para que sepan que no estamos solos y todos tenemos nuestros momentos de ansiedad y momentos de tristeza, y estamos aquí juntos, no solos, y no hay por qué sentirse solo. Y en esta
I love your
En
thing.
esta manera.
I love your example of raising your hands up. And I go, why is it that we feel alone when we're surrounded with
Yeah.
people? Because nobody's talking
Exactly.
about what needs to be talked about.
Exactly. All right.
You know? Here we go.
breath.
Oh, I like this.
Emerging.
I like that. Because I'm emerging,
Yes,
baby.
you are emerging.
Yeah, I'm out the cocoon.
That's right.
I'm building my wings to fly.
Woo! They're already there,
I
baby.
gotta take a picture of this.
Woo!
I love it.
Emerging. I love
That's
it.
powerful.
To me, you have emerged and you are flying.
Yeah.
You are flying. Let's see.
I gotta
right.
get a picture of this on live.
On
Ready?
live. All right.
Ready?
Here we
Yeah.
go. Yay. All right. Emerging. Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it? I'll read it. Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, you know what? There's something about the way Jen reads that's better, isn't it?
Mhm,
It's just something soothing. about
Your
it.
true self, Mr. David, your true self, radiant, powerful, successful, and intelligent, is now shining through the surface. Allow your true self to be visible to others, for you lift them up and inspire them. You are awesome in so many ways, and you are beginning to trust and reveal your true nature more easily. At one time, you may have believed that you had to hide your feelings from others or even from yourself. Now, however, you realize how vital and attractive expressing your authentic self is.
Ooh.
Oh.
So crazy, right? That's so crazy, bro. Come on, that's divine right there.
Listen,
Right?
ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
so crazy. Wow. Wow.
I love how accurate
Wow.
these cards are,
Wow.
man. It's so
Your
crazy.
angels are guiding you to honor your true feelings by expressing them to yourself and others. The angels will help you lovingly talk about your feelings so that no misunderstandings occur with friends and loved ones. Your angels will never guide you to do or say anything that could hurt you or anyone else. They will also ensure that your life will emerge to a new level of inner peace as you let your true self come out and play.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
love
muy
it.
bien.
I
Yes.
love it. I love it.
David, you are shining, Pammy says.
Yay.
We are not alone. We're surrounded with love. That's
You
right.
are not
Let's do it.
alone.
Yes.
I'll be here
Pammy
with
says,
you.
we need you, so we're moving in. Come on, baby.
I love it. Little by little, the room starts getting bigger.
I love it. All right. Ahora vamos, let's go into our meditation. Vamos a hacer nuestra meditación. La tarjeta que leí a David, pues habló de todo lo que él estaba hablando, de ser su ser auténtico, de que está surgiendo y todo lo que él quiere expresar a la vida va a ayudar a la comunidad y al mundo entero y que siga haciéndolo.
Says, what a trio. We are enthralled. I knew it would be.
Yeah.
When David said he was coming,
Yay!
I knew this.
So
this
excited.
You know,
All
when
right.
you get three people who are vibrating at the same level,
This is a mastermind, baby.
it's a mastermind.
Yeah.
You know,
All
it's
right.
awesome.
Here we are. But we actually have more than three people because spiritually, we've got the best spiritual party going.
Oh, hello,
Party,
party, party in the elevator, party in the elevator.
Yeah.
Woo!
And all the voices, all of our voices are going like, what's happening?
No,
They're
actually,
being surprised and they're like, we want to go up there with you guys.
I know, right?
Not yet. We need a little bit more time here, right? We got some work to do. All right?
Oh my God, that's funny. All right, okay, let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Cerrar los ojos, inhalar. Pongan su manito en su corazón. Put your hand in your heart, on your heart, and know that you are safe to be your authentic self. Fill your heart with love. Activate it because your heart is already full of love. That is what your heart is. It's love. And you get to activate it every day. You get to generate that love at a moment's notice. It takes a second. Take a deep breath. Feel that love, that unconditional love, that gratitude for your life, gratitude for being alive. Just think of all of the blessings in your life. Really be present to your gratefulness. Ahora abrir su corazón. El corazón es puro amor. Todos podemos activar nuestro amor propio, el amor incondicional, llenen su vida de puro amor, porque eso es lo que somos amor. Sientan la gratitud por todas las cosas en su vida, la gratitud por su vida, por estar vivos. Inhalen. Y ahora que tienen el corazón lleno y activado, podemos tener la capacidad de perdonar. Perdónense ustedes mismos, perdonen al prójimo, perdonen cualquier cosa que los está perturbando. And now that our hearts are full of love, that our hearts are activated with love because we are love, and we've generated it and activated with the gratitude that we are present to right now. We have the capability of forgiving anything and everything that has ever harmed us. We have the capability of forgiving ourselves for all of that yuckiness that doesn't serve us, all that stuff that just has stopped us in the past. We are no longer stopped. We are no longer afraid of being who we are meant to be. We are on purpose. We are living in our purpose daily. Take a deep breath. And now we go to celebration. Ahora vamos a celebrar. Celebration for being aware. Celebration for being able to experience these beautiful moments. Celebration for making our dreams come true and really living the life that we're meant to live. Living the life of our dreams. Celebration for making our dreams come true. A celebrar esa vida que uno quiere, celebrar esas metas hechas realidad, esos sueños hechos realidad, a celebrarlo como que si ya está hecho, dicho, decretado y lo están celebrando en este momento. Now let's celebrate, make that noise, make that sound, make that movement. Yeah. Put it in your nervous system. Yeah. Feel it right now.
Celebrate.
Dance to the music. Celebrate. Celebrate. Dance to the music.
Yeah.
Woo!
If you're joining us for the first time and you think we're freaks,
we are. A celebrar la vida. All right.
I love this.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, before we have to move on. I mean, leave the time.
Yeah.
Let us know about
that's
earn your life.
Tell us about
your coaching. What it is that you're doing right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Invite us to your creations.
Awesome. It's very simple. I built an app that was it's all positivity. So we got like positive quotes, positive short videos from all the masters that are, living right now with us, and also my Earn Your Life podcast as well. But it's just all information that comes from the heart that is, that's the intention is to raise awareness. And the one thing that, I'd love to just share to end this conversations with Yen and Mal right now is I'm going to go back to, because it's so big for me right now. That's why I'm sharing it with all of you. I'm going to go back to the cave and the darkness. When we're in darkness, Bob Proctor says, this is what I learned from Bob Proctor. We go to doubt and worry, and that doubt and worry turns into fear. Mm-hmm. And the only way that fear is expressed is through the body as anxiety.
Yep.
And if it's suppressed, it turns into depression, panic attacks, depression, and it stops our growth. Mm-hmm. So the other side of it, which is the medicine, which is the love that we need to hear, right, is that flashlight to be able to go into that cave and look around and realize that there's nothing to fear, meaning the knowledge, right? Yes. So the flashlight is our heart. And so from getting the knowledge and getting that flashlight and looking in, it turns into faith. he says, Bob Proctor, and I love this. He says, faith and fear, they both take a belief in it without being able to see it.
Yes, it's intangible.
So, exactly. So what are we choosing, right? Fear or faith? Because if we go to faith, that turns into well-being in our bodies. Ultimately, self-love. Ultimately, our heart's love.
Exactly.
And, acceleration. Like basically we're building up our energy and we're in alignment with our higher selves. And that's really where we all should be, is just remembering
to remember. Remember to remember.
I love that
it.
flashlight.
And please, like, listen to this part right here, the most important. Please share this video. Like, we all need it, to this love and this support. And let's continue creating and building this community. These are amazing souls, taking their time and energy to love you guys. And so love us back, share this video. The more eyes that see it, I think the better, because you never know that one person that might be at the brink, of giving up. And this video will provide that hope. That's how big this video or these videos that they do are. So please share it. It doesn't take long to just click that button and share it. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes.
I
love what you shared, because
Absolutely.
yes. The float the cork. You've heard about floating the cork and building the bigger boxes, right? The
Never have, but I'm writing down.
Okay. So, changing your life is changing your conversations, and it all goes down. It boils down to the same thing. We get to choose, right? You either are in the darkness or in the light. You're using your flashlight or you're not, right? You're in fear or in faith.
Victim or responsibility.
Exactly.
Or as I said, you're in your little box of caca that you need to clean.
Exactly. Right. Or floating your cork is like the cork. You are the cork. And if it's floating on above water, you're in love, you're in faith, you're in all of the higher vibrations. If your cork is underwater, you are in fear and in anxiety and in depression and in judgment, in resentment, in anger. So all these bad emotions. So it's all in your emotions. So when you're feeling yucky or when you're in a funk, ask yourself, what am I focusing on? What am I thinking of? You got to ask yourself and pattern interrupt yourself immediately.
I just want to
totally pattern interrupt
right
yourself
now, and I want you to watch.
Our
daughter is working out right now in my gym. Ladies and gentlemen,
they
will follow your
Yes,
leadership.
exactly.
Everybody in this house
Mira,
works out.
Juliana
Everybody
haciendo ejercicio
is
ahorita.
doing mind. I'm telling you,
Say hi.
the
Good
importance. This is incredible. The importance of providing them the right tools of life.
Exactly.
If they see you doing it,
They will follow. It's conditioning.
I didn't tell her. We didn't tell her.
They don't listen to this.
No.
They listen to what they do.
What
What
they
they
see.
yes,
We
what
don't-
they see. Well, I mean, everyone is product of the environment, right? That we saw growing up on. And so yes, absolutely.
I love that
Yeah.
we're doing the show.
Be proud.
And all of a sudden I'm
man.
looking at her.
Yeah.
She's there by herself.
Thank
And she
you.
did it yesterday and the day before. She's
Muy
getting
bien.
into-
Está haciendo
I'm loving
ejercicio, Juliana.
I'm loving it.
So again,
Float your
thank you.
cork.
No, baby. We're floating our
We're-
cork
we're-
right now. All of us are floating our
we're-
cork. Let's go.
You know,
Party,
I do want to give
party,
and the
elevator,
I do want to
party.
give David, because I know that he hasn't talked about any of his acting stuff. You can see David
yes.
on film and television. I
Yes.
know right now, Selena,
He's a
the
fantastic
series
actor.
is going to be released, and you are in Selena.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about it? When will we see you? Who are you playing?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So Selena, the TV series for Netflix, I feel super blessed to be a part of it. I'm going to be playing the role of David Kramer. He was the personal bodyguard of Selena during her time.
Love it.
Yeah, and one thing that I always love to share is the beauty of who I'm portraying, which is David Kramer, a real life person. He's still alive to this day. We became friends through my process. I got to know him, reached out, and was able to connect with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, wow.
It's so like special and sacred. And so, anyways, he loved her like a daughter. And just to be able to hear the stories that he shared with me, that like only the people that experienced it during that time know. And just to be able to dive in deeper into her legacy, into her heart, into who Selena was and how big of an impact she had because her light was shining so bright. You know
so
what I'm
bright.
saying?
Mhm.
And yeah, man, it's December 4th. Check it out on
Wow,
Netflix.
on my mom's
support.
birthday.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Mami, el cumpleaños tuyo va a empezar el programa de televisión de Selena, la cantante, y nuestro amigo aquí, David, está protagonizando como el bodyguard, ¿no? El guardaespaldas. El guardaespaldas de Selena.
Yeah.
Y para que lo vean. Yeah.
Actually,
Wanda Rovira in the house says congratulations.
I remember. I want to
Thank
show
you.
this as a
Puerto Rico in the house.
I want to show this that we were doing. I was doing a TV show out of San Francisco. It was moved here, and they said we need a bodyguard for you that speaks Spanish that can act. And I said, got the guy, and he came in, and it was me, you, and Stephen Bauer on the screen together, baby. We had a scene together.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Well, I can't tell you how happy, how excited, it
You're
is
gonna have to come back
you
on,
here.
brother.
You got to come
Love
back.
For sure.
And again, thank you for sharing your heart, for everything that you're doing in the world, how you're showing up in the world.
Absolutely.
The
my
world
friend.
needs you, appreciates you, and loves you. And again, this is 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mao. We love you guys. We appreciate you, and we're here for one another. We are a community.
All right.
So
Yeah.
tomorrow is going to be another exciting show. We have two other brothers for Theatrical Thursday, Carlos Carrasco and Oscar Torre, coming in. The Panamanian Film Festival is coming up this weekend, and also the Haves and Have-Nots for Oscar Torre. So you can check them out there, and stay tuned, and
We'll see you tomorrow. Wisdom. No, what am I talking? Theatrical Thursday.
so exciting. It's so cute, baby. Today is Wisdom Wacky Wednesday, and tomorrow Theatrical Thursday.
Again, David.
Share.
David
Thank
Fernandez
you, David.
Jr.
Woo!
Hey, by the way, where's your film, Father's Journey?
It's nowhere right now. I need to push that again.
That's baloney.
I know.
Amazon Pro.
Let's go.
Let's do
I
it.
know,
All right. Ciao, ciao.